fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year, so you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you. People are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll send the back in motion. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
To the air on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And the Dogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping them up and getting to the ground.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. checks. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him the first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They go to the ground. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's done it! Touchdown, Florida State!
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the right. Got the tight end outside. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
At the 35, he's open. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hard running there. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost to pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass is complete. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
So now it's second and long. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Using the quick game. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off in the flats. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Pressure coming. Trying to get rid of it. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll bring it out. It's Chester. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Finding open areas. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gets it out quickly. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna let it fly, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save the hit and just get out of bounds.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snatches it on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Got his man. Ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Firing to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 84 yards. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Coming out with it, it's Rossi. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Turns it on at midfield. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Back to pass. It's Applewhite. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
say you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, David, the defense dialed it up at the perfect time, and what a tackle.
Great tackle. I'm surprised, honestly, he held on to the football. That is what you want. You want physical knockbacks. When you're on defense, you watch the tape, coach is like, is the running back falling forward? If he's falling forward, we're not doing our job. There was no falling forward on that one.
Back to pass on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Burger. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Dogs! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Michigan State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Noles are in the hurry-up.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and to throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And he's able to find a... A running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's moved. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. From the red zone, looking for a space. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
fourth down, trying to find his man. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket. They did a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right down the middle. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. Georgia going back to work with another first down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back. He's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the fourth quarter.
And as a defense, that's all you can ask for. Give the ball back to your offense. Yes, you're still down. You gave them a chance. They got the football. They got some time left. Now can they put a drive together, maybe go tie this game, maybe go win this game. Great stop by this defense.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fighting off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. Fights off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Handoff to the single running back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, man. That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Inside the 25. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And a short run there, and that'll end it. Timeout is called with just a single second left. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Past the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.